Hello everybody, my name is Melinda Willard and today we are going to talk about spam. To start, let's get it out of the way and say we are not talking about spam the food that makes some people cringe and question what it contains. We also aren't talking about the fun ads like this one that appear on several web pages showing a lady pulling something resembling glue off of her face and erasing 26 years off of her age. Well, if we aren't talking about those kinds of spam, then what are we talking about? That's right, we are talking about good old email spam. I'm sure you've all seen this email spam and its wonderful promises of money, fortunes you are inheriting from ancestors you don't have, and promises to change your life at the expense of your personal information. And you're not alone, since almost every email user deals with spam mail. But how much spam mail is there? According to spamlaws.com, spam accounts for 14.5 billion messages globally per day. In other words, spam makes up 45% of all emails. That is a lot of spam mail and ends up costing companies money because of a productivity loss. In fact, according to a study by the Radicati Research Group Incorporated, a research firm based in Palo Alto, California, spam costs businesses $20.5 billion annually in decreased productivity as well as in technical expenses. But what really is spam in its definitive form? According to Wikipedia, email spam, also known as junk email or unsolicited bulk email, is a subset of electronic spam involving nearly identical messages sent to numerous recipients by email. Now, there are spam filters that will contain these emails and keep them from reaching your inbox. However, sometimes there are spam emails that bypass this filter and end up shuffled in with your important emails. Did you know you can even be arrested and go to jail for sending spam mail? A man by the name of Robert Allen Soloway is well known for his spamming activities, as well as his lawsuits and jail time for these activities. He was arrested on 35 counts of mail fraud, wire fraud, email fraud, aggravated identity theft, and money laundering in 2007. He was estimated at making $773,000 off of spam mail. Prior to his 2007 arrest, Microsoft also won a $7 million civil judgment against him in 2005. And an operator of a small internet service provider also won $10 million against him. How can you protect yourself from spam? According to the Federal Communications Commission website, the best ways to protect yourself from spam are the following. Be careful about giving out your phone number, email address, or any other personal information. Read through commercial web forms. Some websites allow you to opt out of receiving email from partners, but you may have to uncheck a pre-selected box if you want to do so. Check for a privacy policy when submitting your wireless phone number or email address to any website. Find out if the policy allows the company to sell or share your information. Do not respond to unwanted texts or emails from questionable sources. Several mobile service providers allow you to block the sender by forwarding unwanted texts to 7726 or spam. Check with your provider about other options. You can use a junk mail or a spam email filter, and always consider using 2 email addresses, keeping one for your personal messages only. We can now ask, what do we do with it? And your first reaction is always the same. Trash it. Throw it all away. because who has time to read through it all? And why read it anyway if it's just plain old junk? Spam doesn't come in a few emails a year. It comes in at loads of emails all the time, and it can be incredibly overwhelming. And most people will warn you in colorful PowerPoint slides not to open it or reply because it's dangerous and it's going to crash your computer with a detrimental virus you won't be able to remove for centuries. But aren't there actual people behind these emails? And won't our curiosity want us to investigate a little bit further? Blame it on curiosity or pure interest, but a man named James Veach went against those warnings and replied to a few spam emails just to see what would happen. Let's take a short break and talk about who this daredevil of a man is. According to his website, Veach.me, James is a musician, comedian, director, writer, and a performer. He is currently doing a tour called .con to talk more about spam and his findings upon replying to these spam mails. He has a published book for sale also called .con that highlights more of his hilarious adventures of talking back to the scammers and seeing what all they can tell him about these amazing business opportunities they have available. James Veach also presented a TED Talk called "This is What Happens When You Reply to Spam Mail" back in December of 2015 that is both humorous and entertaining. In the presentation, he discusses an email sent to him by someone identifying themselves as Solomon Adonka, offering a business proposal. James did what many people consider doing. He replied back with interest. Now Solomon kept emailing back and forth with James over the process of weeks, unaware that there was not a serious partnership going on, and that James was purely just having fun. He goes as far as making a secret code to email back and forth, informing Solomon of security measures. Code was as follows. Use gummy bear in place of the word lawyer, cream egg in place of bank, fizzy cola bottle for legal, peanut M&Ms for claim, jelly beans for documents, and a giant gummy lizard for Western Union. James did not expect to hear back after the code was established, thinking maybe he had pushed Solomon too far, and he might have realized it was all a joke. A few days later, the code resulted in the following hilarious email from Solomon. The business is on. I am trying to raise the balance for the gummy bear so he can submit all the needed fizzy cola bottle jelly beans to the cream egg for the peanut M&Ms process to start. Send 1,500 pounds via a giant gummy lizard. His overall goal in this was not only to see how long this Solomon would continue replying and emailing with him, but also to waste some time of a scammer and possibly prevent him from scamming someone else. He also went on to talk about another email exchange he had with a scammer claiming to be Winnie Mandela and needing to transfer money out of the country due to Nelson Mandela's health condition. This went on to be a funny conversation because Nelson Mandela had passed 3 months before this email exchange occurred. During this TED Talk, Veach highly recommends replying to spammers, but creating another email account to do it. After all, spammers waste so much of our time that it would only be fair to waste some of theirs as well. This leads to the following conclusive questions. Did you like James Veach's method of replying to spam? Did this presentation make you want to watch his TED Talk? And would you ever reply to spam mail? Or has this convinced you to give it a try? To check out James Beach's TED Talk, go to TED.com and search "This is what happens when you reply to spam email." My works cited include a Wikipedia page for spam, spamlaws.com, Beach's personal website, beach.me, an NBC News article, and the FCC.gov page. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.